Hey golfers, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about controlling our distances with our wedges. This is super important that you do this on the golf course. This can either, for example, get you out of trouble, or it can simply set up a birdie opportunity for yourself. So we're going to get straight into this. This is Nick Does Golf. Wedge play is massively important when you're out on the golf course. If you can control your ball flight, the amount of spin that you put on the ball and the distance that it goes, this is certainly going to help you when you're out there. But I've played with and seen no end of people that have really poor distance control. Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you how I manage to try and control the amount of distance that goes onto each shot. With a little bit of practice, this is not actually that difficult. The amount of times I've seen people use their wrists to try and get the ball to the specific distance, or they take the hands out of it, this isn't going to help you control that distance. You need something that's going to be conventional, it's going to work for you 99% of the time. So I'm going to show you how I do this. Let's get stuck in. So first thing I look at is my ball position. I make sure that I have it slightly back of centre. This is really important because this allows you to hit down onto the ball to get that really nice ball flight. Secondly is my chest rotation. Okay, so I really focus on my chest rather than my hands actually controlling the swing. So how much it rotates to the right and all the way through to the target. Okay, this in turn enables me to determine the distance of my backswing and my through swing. Okay, so I'm going to take it up to shoulder height on the way back and on the way through for my left shoulder. Let's try. So I don't try and do anything different. I'm just turning my chest away and through towards the target, keeping that club face as square as I can. Did you see that? Thirdly is my rhythm. I really make sure that I'm nice and smooth on the way back and on the way through. If I take it back too quick and on the way through, my distance control isn't going to be as good and the ball flight is going to change. Okay, it's the same if I'm going to be too slow into the ball and on the way through. If I decelerate, chances are ball striking is not going to be as good. Okay. So nice and smooth takeaway and smooth transition. Just like that. Take a look at this. Here we go. So, as you can see, the distance control on this one was perfect. So it's probably gone 1 yard too far. But you'd be pretty pleased with that whilst you're out on the golf course for sure, because you know that it's going to be, if it's got the right line, it's certainly going to be within 10 feet, which is what you need to aim for when you are 100 yards and in for sure. This is certainly going to help you. So if you can keep your stats doing that, keep track of them, have a look. If you're doing well with that, you're certainly going to be scoring well. Now, if it is extremely windy, and say for example it's into your face, you're going to need to club up. But this necessarily doesn't mean that you need to swing harder. You need to swing the same, with the same rhythm as you do as a normal shot. Just take that extra club, the ball flight's going to come out a little bit lower, okay, just to counteract that wind element. Also, think about things such as if you are downwind, you might not necessarily need to club down, so you might go from a gap wedge to a sand wedge to get the ball higher. You might not necessarily want to do that because you're just letting the elements control it, whereas you want to be able to determine how far you're going to throw that ball in towards the green. This is where things such as swing length comes into consideration a lot more and is more pivotal. So you need to determine, say for example, a shot that you have for a half swing, a 3/4 swing and maybe a full shot. I wouldn't recommend actually hitting a full shot because you do lack a little bit more control with that, and you don't want that. You want it to be controlled with all these shots to enable you to get the right distance. Wedge play does not get practiced enough by most amateur golfers. If they spent more time on this rather than thrashing drivers on the driving range, I guarantee that they would knock more scores off their round. Guys, I hope these quick tips are going to help you with your wedge play to dial in on those flags, getting the correct distance more often than you're not. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I'd really be grateful for the support. Everybody that's been there already has been amazing, so thank you very much. Make sure to drop a like and a comment on the video down below. I'd love to hear how you've got on, if you've had a go at it, just to give me some feedback so I can help you if you need anything at all. As always, make sure you check out all my social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing on a daily basis. Thanks very much for watching and see you all very soon.